What one again, my opinionated peeps. So people, this video right said that I'm about to show you is of a police bust, a drug bust in the Bahamas, where them stop a coaster bus, right? After a chase ensued, right? Them stop a coaster bus and get over 70 bags of weed. Good old high grade weed. Yes, people. Now, from information received, them said this bus, this what them call jitney in the Bahamas, was on the road after curfew hours, like around 3-4 a.m. in the morning, right? I guess them go do them pick up and I go bet the drop off. And the police see the vehicle on the road and decided to try and stop it. The bus speed off. The police them give chase and end up in the bushes. And the driver escape, but them get all of the weed with it in the bus. People them say them take out the seat them out of the bus if you put the weed in there. So you should know say enough weed, right? Make you check out the video.
The count continues. I think they're quite possibly up to 70 in that count. I think we're at 65 now.
And that's some big bag too, you know.
Bales and bales of drugs being extracted from this bus. Police say that they were able to follow and chase the driver of this jitney into this area, very secluded area in the back here. And this is what that chase revealed.
Yo, I wonder how much pound of weed that. Watch you look on the truck. A truck almost loaded.
The bags are coming out a bit slower now. The numbers seem to be dwindling, but as you can tell, still a significant amount of drugs or suspected drugs being taken from this.
Yo, enough weed that, you know, people.
The count now is at 77, 78, 79. We are at 80 count now, 80 bags. The weight of these drugs obviously won't be determined, and the value until police have had a chance to properly count and weigh the drugs. But as you can see, this is the mother load today.
That may I say, the weight, we wonder how much it valued, but yo, we can see how whole it, you know, say a couple millions, well that, right? Me know say whoever that weed they belong to right now must have cost some clot.
Some of the officers feeling the pressure of the weight of these drugs, unable to even properly lift it, needing assistance to carry this load. There we go.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, it's empty. count now stands at 91. 91 bags of suspected marijuana have been retrieved from this bus following a chase with police early this morning around the 4 or 5 o'clock hour.
91 big bag of weed, people. Yo. And that's just where the count reached for now.
I think police are finally able to clear that bus. We just want to be able to give you a quick shot of the empty bus. It's clear? Am I able to get a shot, sir? Sir, thank you.
Man, them take out the seat, them out of the
This is
bus.
the inside of the bus.
And stack it of weed.
Removed. Officers now in here. You can see the flat bottom. One chair here and a back seat is the only thing that remains in this vehicle. Yes, sir. They're now checking the front of that bus. You would have seen some earlier pictures where this bus was filled to capacity. They're now checking the base of that bus to see if any suspected drugs may be more, I should say, being chased now.
Which back this way to the police? Yeah.
Enough weed, that enough, people.
Let me just give you a shot of this. Like that shot right there. Thank you.
So I guess the super got talk now.
Assistant Superintendent of Police Audley Peters preparing now to engage media with the details of this discovery.
I'm Rigby.
Ron, flank Ron.
You got a good volume on that now?
Yes.
Can you hear?
Yes. Sure.
Plug that left. Peters, you do mind holding that?
Not at all, sir. Not at all.
You know, about my brother's schoolmate. Then have the little talks in there, but you can wake that up. Right, old boy?
We hear what the super officer say now.
We called them one time. They could take us up one time.
Come on, Soup, get on with it. Get on with it.
New voice level, please.
1, 2.
Yeah, that's good.
Morning.
Okay, tell me when you're ready. Is I ready now? Ask Butler House the audio for me, please. Okay. Three, two.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In my company this morning, leading this operation would be Chief Superintendent Roberto Goodman, along with his team. Shortly, sometime this morning around in the early morning hours, officers from the Drug Enforcement Unit received information of an omnibus that is suspected of transporting what would have been marijuana. Around 3:30 a.m. this morning, the officers intercepted a vehicle fitting the description. As the officers attempted to follow the vehicle through a Boatswain Hill onto a dirt road. While on that dirt road, other officers from the mobile section, in particular the operations unit, saw this bus as the patrons or passengers on the bus attempted to throw some items off of that bus. The officers in the mobile unit collected 4 bags, which was believed to be suspected marijuana, as the officers from the Drug Enforcement Unit continued pursuing this bus onto dirt roads in the back of an area known as Boatswain Hill, where the bus ended up on the side of a street, and the officers on inspection of this bus found a large quantity of dangerous drugs. The 3 suspects that were on the bus made good their escape. After the inspection of this bus, it was found that 100 Croker sacks of suspected marijuana was discovered. Should you have any questions at this time, I'd be free to answer your questions.
Do you believe this to be a part of a larger operation? And where does the Bahamas fit in the scheme of things when we look at multinational or transnational crime?
It is a possibility that it's a part of a large operation, being that the Bahamas is not known to be a cultivation point, but a transit point. The players are not known at this time. However, we're going to continue our investigations as to what the other parts of this team would be doing to gather the information to correlate all the facts for us.
Now we noticed that a number of the bags have markings on them. Is there any indication of what the marking stands for?
At the moment, we're not certain as to what the indications of the markings stand for.
And also you said that it was an ensued, I guess. Do you have any suspicions of what direction the suspects might have went?
As you would see, this terrain is a forest area, and when the officers came upon the bus themselves, the suspects would have already been gone. So their first priority was to examine the bus, find out what was in it.
Okay, can you just tell us about the success police have had in recent months in terms of making inroads in the fight against drugs and crime?
This is another indication that the members of the public could be confident in the work of the police department, but more particularly joint efforts of the Drug Enforcement Unit and their counterparts in searching out these suspects and rooting out the individuals who are attempting to bring these illicit drugs in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas to cause injury to families and to the reputation of this country. This here is an indication of our working together with our international partners and carrying out the mandate of the Royal Bahamas Police Force.
Do you have any idea who you're looking for? Were you able to make out?
At the moment, we have no idea as to who we're looking for, based on it was dark, the terrain had no lighting, and the officers did their best in intercepting this quantity of dangerous drugs this morning.
Okay, thank you so much.
Alright, so boy, I'm not telling a lot of people a whole heap of weed. The man say over 100 bag, and you can see some big bag of weed. But one thing he did say is that the Bahamas is mainly a transit point. It's not a cultivating type of country where them grow weed. You understand? So more than likely that probably was being transited to be sent to another destination, possibly. You understand? But all me know is whoever owned that big shipment, yeah, mad right now, furious right now, if you know say that get bust. Jano, talk to me down below in the comment section, the people. Make me know about nothing. See it? I'm out.
Boy, unstoppable you, unstoppable you, unstoppable you.